Besides designated homes, seraphim also have group, company, battalion, and unit headquarters. They foregather for reunions every millennium and are all present in accordance with the time of their creation. If a seraphim bears responsibilities which forbid absence from duty, she alternates attendance with her complement, being relieved by a seraphim of another birth date. Each seraphic partner is thereby present at least every other reunion. 5. Seraphic Training. Seraphim spend their first millennium as non-commissioned observers on Salvington and its associated world schools. The second millennium is spent on the seraphic worlds of the Salvington Circuit. Their central training sphere is now presided over by the first 100,000 Nebadon seraphim, and at their head is the original or firstborn angel of this local universe. The first created group of Nebadon seraphim were trained by a corps of 1,000 seraphim from Avalon. Subsequently, our angels have been taught by their own seniors. The Melchizedeks also have a large part in the education and training of all local universe angels, seraphim, cherubim, and sanubim. At the termination of this period of training on the seraphic worlds of Salvington, seraphim are mobilized in the conventional groups and units of the angelic organization and are assigned to some one of the constellations. They are not yet commissioned as ministering spirits, although they have well entered upon the pre-commissioned phases of angelic training. Seraphim are initiated as ministering spirits by serving as observers on the lowest of the evolutionary worlds. After this experience, they return to the associate worlds of the headquarters of the assigned constellation to begin their advanced studies and more definitely to prepare for service in some particular local system. Following this general education, they are advanced to the service of some one of the local systems. On the architectural worlds associated with the capital of some Nebadon system, our seraphim complete their training and are commissioned as ministering spirits of time. When once seraphim are commissioned, they may range all Nebadon, even Orvonton, on assignment. Their work in the universe is without bounds and limitations. They are closely associated with the material creatures of the worlds and are ever in the service of the lower orders of spiritual personalities, making contact between these beings of the spirit world and the mortals of the material realms. 6. Seraphic Organization. After the second millennium of sojourn at seraphic headquarters, the seraphim are organized under chiefs into groups of 12 pairs, 24 seraphim, and 12 such groups constitute a company, 144 pairs, 288 seraphim, which is commanded by a leader. 12 companies under a commander constitute a battalion, 1,728 pairs, or 3,456 seraphim, and 12 battalions under a director equal a seraphic unit, 20,736 pairs, or 41,472 individuals, while 12 units, subject to the command of a supervisor, constitute a legion numbering 248,832 pairs, or 497,664 individuals. Jesus alluded to such a group of angels that night in the Garden of Gethsemane when he said, "I can even now ask my Father, and he will presently give me more than 12 legions of angels." 12 legions of angels comprise a host numbering 2,985,984 pairs, or 5,971,968 individuals, and 12 such hosts, 35,831,808 pairs, or 71,663,616 individuals, make up the largest operating organization of seraphim, an angelic army. A seraphic host is commanded by an archangel or some other personality of coordinate status, while the angelic armies are directed by the brilliant evening stars, or by other immediate lieutenants of Gabriel, and Gabriel is the supreme commander of the armies of heaven, the chief executive of the sovereign of Nebadon, the Lord God of hosts. Though serving under the direct supervision of the Infinite Spirit as personalized on Salvington, since the bestowal of Michael on Urantia, Seraphim and all other local universe orders have become subject to the sovereignty of the Master Son. Even when Michael was born of the flesh on Urantia, there issued the super-universe broadcast to all Nebadon, which proclaimed, "And let all the angels worship him." All ranks of angels are subject to his sovereignty. They are a part of that group which has been denominated his mighty angels. 7. Cherubim and Sanobim. In all essential endowments, cherubim and sanobim are similar to seraphim. They have the same origin, but not always the same destiny. They are wonderfully intelligent, marvelously efficient, touchingly affectionate, and almost human. They are the lowest order of angels, hence all the nearer of kin to the more progressive types of human beings on the evolutionary worlds. Cherubim and sanobim are inherently associated, functionally united. One is an energy-positive personality, the other energy-negative. The right-hand deflector, or positively charged angel, is the cherubim, the senior or controlling personality. The left-hand deflector, or negatively charged angel, is the sanobim, the complement of being. Each type of angel is very limited in solitary function, hence they usually serve in pairs. When serving independently of their seraphic directors, they are more than ever dependent on mutual contact and always function together. Cherubim and sanobim are the faithful and efficient aids of the seraphic ministers, and all 7 orders of seraphim are provided with these subordinate assistants. Cherubim and sanobim serve for ages in these capacities, but they do not accompany seraphim on assignments beyond the confines of the local universe. The cherubim and sanobim are the routine spirit workers on the individual worlds of the systems. On a non-personal assignment and in an emergency, they may serve in the place of a seraphic pair, but they never function, even temporarily, as attending angels to human beings. That is an exclusive seraphic privilege. When assigned to a planet, cherubim enter the local courses of training, including a study of planetary usages and languages. The ministering spirits of time are all bilingual, speaking the language of the local universe of their origin and that of their native superuniverse. By study in the schools of the realms, they acquire additional tongues. Cherubim and sanobim, like seraphim and all other orders of spirit beings, are continuously engaged in efforts at self-improvement. Only such as the subordinate beings of power control and energy direction are incapable of progression. All creatures having actual or potential personality volition seek new achievements. Cherubim and sanobim are by nature very near the Urantia level of existence, and they prove to be most efficient in the borderland work of the physical, Urantial, and spiritual domains. These children of the local universe Mother Spirit are characterized by 4th creatures, much as are the Havona servitals and the conciliating commissions. Every 4th cherubim and every 4th sanobim are quasi-material, very definitely resembling the Urantia level of existence. These angelic 4th creatures are of great assistance to the seraphim in the more literal phases of their universe and planetary activities. Such Urantia cherubim also perform many indispensable borderline tasks on the Urantia training worlds and are assigned to the service of the Urantia companions in large numbers. They are to the Urantia spheres about what the midway creatures are to the evolutionary planets. On the inhabited worlds, these Urantia cherubim frequently work in liaison with the midway creatures. Cherubim and midway creatures are distinctly separate orders of beings. They have dissimilar origins, but they disclose great similarity in nature and function. 8. Evolution of